My beloved, before you scroll away, pause. This may be the exact moment your heart's been crying out for. These aren't just words. They're divine whispers meant just for you. There are miracles unfolding in the shadows of your journey. Signs, answers, and love notes from God, carefully placed on your path. But if you miss this moment, you might miss the one thing your soul has been needing most. So lean in, watch until the end. Let every word wash over you. Your breakthrough might begin right here. Yet, even in those moments when your vision blurs with uncertainty, when your feet grow tired and your spirit strains against unseen chains, know this truth: I am right there with you, eagerly waiting for your eyes to lift and meet mine. I have scattered miracles along your way, like stars sprinkled across a twilight sky, each one crafted to catch your weary heart's attention and remind you that light always pierces darkness. These miracles aren't always grand displays or loud proclamations. They might come quietly, as a whisper of peace amidst chaos, a spark of joy within sorrow, a glimpse of hope where despair has taken root. The world might overlook these signs as ordinary, but I see them all. I notice every tear you shed, every sigh that escapes your lips, every pulse of resilience within your soul. Miracles on your path are my love letters to you, sealed with an eternal promise. You may wonder, why don't I always feel them? Why does this path sometimes seem silent and barren? My dear, the absence you perceive is often fertile ground where miracles are quietly forming, like seeds lying beneath the soil, waiting for their appointed time to sprout. Just as morning does not rush night's retreat but arrives at its perfect hour, so too do miracles unfold according to my divine timing. I am the weaver behind the scenes, intertwining threads of faith, hope, and love into the tapestry of your life. Even when the pattern seems unclear, trust that every thread is necessary, every twist purposeful, and every knot holds a beauty yet to be revealed. I know your heart wrestles with noise and confusion, struggling against unseen forces that seek to discourage and divert you from this glorious path. But hear this now: no power can hinder the miracles I have planned for you. They are anchored in my unchanging nature and sustained by promises that never fail. When storms rage and your feet tremble on slippery stones, lift your eyes beyond the turmoil and behold the greater picture I am creating. Miracles may sparkle like fragile morning dew, delicate yet persistent, or roar like mighty rivers reshaping barren lands into gardens of renewal. Each miracle is my intentional gift of grace, a divine nudge assuring you that you are not alone, not forgotten, and deeply cherished. My child, I invite you now to open your heart and watch for the subtle signs woven into your daily life. It could be the comforting presence of a stranger, a timely word spoken softly to your soul, or a sudden shift within yourself toward hope. These are my miracles, quietly blazing against the backdrop of your life, miraculous in their ordinary nature, yet profound in their impact. When doubt creeps in, remember your journey is not defined solely by what you see or feel, but by the steadfast love I pour into you. A love powerful enough to ignite miracles even in the darkest places. Let this truth settle deeply within you. Miracles are not distant or abstract, reserved only for others who seem more fortunate or special. They are living realities, breathing and pulsing in your story as surely as your own heartbeat. You are not walking an isolated path, but one illuminated and cared for by me, your creator, defender, and redeemer. Even when your steps falter, miracles rise to carry you. Even when your voice is silent, miracles sing on your behalf. I have not abandoned you. I have prepared your way, and miracles mark the milestones of my covenant with you. So, my beloved, will you believe me this time? Will you trust that each step you take is cradled in my hand, every breath infused with my Spirit's power, and each heartbeat surrounded by miracles waiting to be revealed. Let your expectancy rise like the dawn, eager for light to break forth across your path. In this moment, breathe deeply and receive my promise. Miracles are poised to transform your journey. Walk forward with eyes wide open to the wonders scattered like treasures before you. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. A miraculous path awaits your footsteps, and I am with you every inch of the way. My beloved, I see the weight you carry, those invisible burdens pressing deep into your bones, stretching you thin until breathing feels difficult. I know the hidden wounds that seem never to heal, the quiet fractures in your spirit that make you question your worth and purpose. You travel miles in the shadow of your own doubts, wondering if I have forgotten you, if I have turned away in disappointment. But hear me now. My presence has never left you. I have never ceased watching over the tremble of your heart or the silent prayers whispered in the dark. There are seasons in your life when silence from me feels like a vast wilderness. You strain to hear my voice, the gentle murmur that once brought peace, but it seems lost in the desert wind. Know, child, that even the parched earth waits patiently for rain. So too do I wait with you, watering the seeds planted deep within your soul, preparing you for a bloom that only divine timing can bring. This waiting is not punishment or abandonment. It is the tender space where trust must grow, where your heart learns to find rest in me above all else. I am crafting something more beautiful than you can imagine, and it must be shaped in the quiet before it is revealed. The burden of feeling unworthy or undeserving can cloud your vision like thick fog. Those thoughts, those accusations are not from me. I have always called you by name and claimed you as mine. The mistakes you repeat, the failures you fear will define you. They do not make up your whole story. I am the master artist who sees the unfinished masterpiece within you and whispers its potential with compassion and hope. When shame or guilt entangles you, I do not turn away in judgment. Instead, I open my arms wider, inviting you home, where healing flows like a river that never runs dry. Cast your cares on me, child, for I am your refuge and strength. Even in despair, when the weight feels unbearable, my love remains a constant flame no storm can extinguish. I am the unwavering light piercing the darkest night, the steady pulse beating alongside your trembling heart. When anxiety's cold fingers grip you, when fear threatens to pull you under, I am there, steady and sure, whispering truths that silence chaos. Trust my presence as the anchor in your storm. Remember, beloved, you are never alone, even when the road seems desolate and the night long. There may be days when you question why pain clings to your soul, why loss has made a home in your heart. These bitter seasons are part of a divine weaving, threads that add depth and texture to your life's tapestry. I am gentle in correction and patient in guidance because I desire your good, a heart refined by fires that make you radiant and resilient. Sometimes pruning is painful, I know, but always purposeful. I'm with you in the thinning branches, promising the fruit to come if you trust me to do the work. Will you let me tend your sore places and breathe new life where there was once desolation? My dear child, if your heart trembles with hesitation or fear, if doubts cloud your vision like a thick curtain, do not turn away. Lean into my love and patience right now. Feel the warmth of my embrace, the steadiness of my hold, even when all around you feels uncertain. Let your soul find rest in the assurance that I am working on your behalf in unseen ways, orchestrating a symphony of grace that will one day shout your victory. A new dawn is coming. Will you believe me this time? In your weakness, my strength is perfected. Let this truth settle deeply. It is the foundation on which all hope is built. You are cherished beyond measure, enveloped in divine love that will never fail you. As you surrender your struggles to me, I will breathe peace into your weary soul and replace your burden with joy. Trust me, beloved, for I am with you patiently, lovingly, and relentlessly. When the night feels endless and tears fall like rain, remember I am the morning star awaiting your gaze. Though darkness feels heavy, I am the light piercing every shadow. Rest in my presence, receive my comfort, and know every step you take I walk with you, shaping you into the radiant hope the world so desperately needs. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Come closer and let me fill you with peace that surpasses all understanding. My dear, I see the quiet battles inside your heart, those struggles that wear you down until you feel bruised and invisible. There are moments when guilt's weight settles like a dense fog, blotting out light and whispering lies that you're unworthy of love or forgiveness. Yet I gently remind you, no sin or mistake separates you from my boundless mercy. In my eyes, your identity is not defined by failure or shame, but by the unyielding truth that you are my beloved, intentionally crafted and graced. Shame is a heavy chain designed to imprison you in the past. But I call you to break free because your value is not tied to what you've done or failed to do. Think of the prodigal child, lost and weary, yet found and embraced with open arms. Their return celebrated with great rejoicing. This is how I welcome you every time you come to me. Heart cracked but sincere, longing for restoration. Your mistakes don't define you. My forgiveness does. It flows endlessly, washing away dust and stains of regret. I know your heart might hesitate to accept this forgiveness. Shame convinces you it must be earned, that forgiveness is a distant prize rather than a present reality. But my love defies human logic, reaching out before you even ask. It's not a reward for worth. It's your birthright, implanted in your spirit from the moment I formed you. Nothing can make me love you more or less. Look inward and see through my eyes a soul precious beyond measure, radiant despite scars, resilient beyond your understanding. Your worth blooms not on what you achieve, but on who I declare you to be, my beloved, chosen, and called. The shame you carry is a cloud that dims your vision, but cannot extinguish the light I planted inside you. Each confession, each act of repentance, peels away that cloud and restores you to the radiant image I designed in my likeness. I am not distant or impatient with your struggles. Even when you falter and your guilt cries like thunder, know my presence is steadfast and my patience infinite. There's no place your shame can exile you from where I cannot follow. Though you may feel crushed under heavy stones of your past, I am the rock that holds you steady, unshakable and sure. You are never alone in healing. Turn to me when condemnation swells. Raise your hands and let me lift you above the storm. I am the refuge where healing begins, not by your strength, but by surrendering burdens you were never meant to carry alone. Each step toward me is met with open arms, a celebration of your courage to face your shadows. Let your heart breathe again, my beloved, and feel grace reconnecting you to your true self. Bring your broken pieces to me honestly and without pretense. I weave your deepest wounds into a tapestry of beauty and redemption. Salvation's story is not about perfection but restoration, not condemnation but renewal. You are crafted with my fingerprints on your soul. Every scar testifies to battles fought and victories yet to come. Let this truth settle in you. You are forgiven wholly, not for what you have done, but because of who I am, a God of steadfast love and relentless grace. Open your hands and heart to receive this freeing gift. Release guilt's chains and embrace the new life I offer. Your past has been redeemed, your mistakes turned into stepping stones, not stumbling blocks. You are free, child. Each breath you take is a victory of my love at work within you. When shame weighs like shadows in the night, remember my promise. Like a shepherd leaving the 99 to find the one lost sheep, I tirelessly pursue your heart. No failure or secret sin can diminish my pursuit. Come to me with your burdens. Lay them down and rise again with your soul cleansed by my forgiveness. Will you believe me this time, my dear child? Will you rise from shame's ashes, clothed in robes of forgiveness and dignity? No, I do not see your failures, but the beloved creation I delight in. You are cherished, redeemed, and called to live in freedom. Only my grace provides. Step forward confidently, for I am with you, lifting you higher with every step. My dear child, I see you, the one wrestling silently with guilt and shame's heavy cloak wrapped tight around your shoulders. It's a burden too great for your heart to carry alone, pressing heavily on your spirit, making every breath laborious and every step unsure. I know the ache of regret, the sting of mistakes echoing relentlessly, eroding peace and clouding hope. But hear me clearly now. I do not dwell in condemnation. I do not measure your worth by your errors. My love does not hold your faults against you. It is boundless, relentless, and redemptive beyond human sight. Imagine a vast, endless ocean glistening under a watchful sun. This ocean is my mercy, overflowing, shimmering with power to wash away every trace of shame that clings to your soul. Your guilt may feel like an anchor dragging you into dark depths, but my mercy is the current lifting you upward, gently carrying you toward the light. When you feel unworthy, remember I made you good, crafted with purpose even before imperfections emerged. The thread of my love weaves through every fragment of your being, creating a tapestry far more beautiful than any failure can unravel. There is a tender truth in the story of a broken vessel, once thought discarded and worthless, but chosen by me to be mended with gold, its fractures branded as marks of transformation and grace. You are that vessel, cracked by frailty, yet precious beyond measure. When guilt threatens to blind you, look to me and see how I have not abandoned you in the rubble, but am gathering every shattered piece with care. I am the divine craftsman, repairing your heart with patience and infinite compassion. Let my healing flow into your wounds, knowing forgiveness is a present reality freely given. In your deepest shame, I whisper words of worth and acceptance. I do not keep a ledger of faults, nor hold grudges like humans do. My forgiveness is swift and complete, like morning dew renewing the earth at dawn. Each day is a new beginning, a fresh canvas awaiting your return to my grace's light. Do not let past mistakes define your future. Let them be soil where resilient faith and true joy grow. I desire to transform your brokenness into a testimony of hope and restoration. The journey out of guilt is not always easy or quick. It demands vulnerability, opening your heart even to me. Yet I call you to lay down fears and present your heart openly. Confess your burden and watch the heaviness lighten. Trust in my patience. I am not rushed in healing nor frustrated by hesitation. I wait with open arms, ready to embrace you fully and lead you to freedom. Let this truth settle now. Nothing you do or have done can separate you from my lavish love and tender forgiveness. I've already paid the price for your redemption. In that infinite sacrifice, your guilt is dissolved. Do not let the enemy trap you in shame and self-condemnation. Rise on wings of forgiveness and walk boldly into my acceptance's light. If your heart stirs, do not turn away. Come close. Speak honestly. Rest in my promise that you are forgiven, and let this forgiveness root deeply in your soul. In time, you'll see how this grace frees and empowers you to love and forgive yourself as I do. Redemption is not just a gift, it's your new identity, waiting to be embraced fully. Embrace this moment, beloved. Let mercy cleanse regret stains and renew your spirit with hope and courage. I am making you whole again. One tender step, one sacred breath at a time. My beloved, I see the shadow sometimes clouding your heart. Fear, anxiety and doubt creeping in like thick fog, obscuring the light I planted within you. I see these moments clearly, how they weigh heavily, whispering lies that you are alone, that hope is faint, that peace is a distant shore you may never reach. But know this, beloved, those shadows are never stronger than the light I breathed into your soul. Fear tries to convince you the path is too dangerous, that you're unequipped for what lies ahead. Anxiety churns your thoughts, stealing the quiet confidence I nurtured from the start. Doubt creeps in like a serpent, silencing affirmations I speak over you, unraveling the tapestry of assurance woven around your identity. Yet even in these overwhelming moments, I remain your steadfast refuge, your immovable rock. Remember the mighty oak, firm against brutal winds, its roots deeply entrenched, unseen, but essential to its strength. Your faith is like those roots, nourishing your soul through every storm, though invisible to the eye. When storms rage and branches tremble, hold fast to the eternal foundation I placed within you. Your fears do not define you or dictate your destiny. I have not left you defenseless against inner battles. My spirit is a gentle, powerful presence beside you, whispering courage, wrapping you in peace beyond understanding. When your heart races with uncertainty, breathe in this peace. Let it flow like a river quenching parched land. Let it drown out anxious thoughts and remind you, this too shall pass. Fear, anxiety, and doubt are clouds passing across eternity's vast sky. They cannot extinguish the eternal flame within you. Child fear's weight may press hard, nights may grow long with worry. But I am the light that ends the night. When you feel unable to move forward, I am there, ready to carry you. When your mind spirals into doubt's wilderness, lean into me and feel the firm hand guiding you back to truth. I am not a distant observer. I am your companion, bearer of burdens, healer of fractured hope, voice calming your inner storm. Consider the dawn after a dark night. No matter how deep shadows fall, morning bursts forth, first small, a subtle glow. So your faith, though shaken, remains alive, ready to swell with renewed trust's radiance. Believe in this quiet morning within your soul. It cannot be undone. I have predestined brightness for you, even when your eyes see darkness. I ask you, dear one, to offer your fears to me, not as burdens too heavy alone, but as precious offerings so I can exchange them for my peace. Trust me to transform anxiety into strength, doubt into certainty, not by sight but by surrendered heart. Will you lay your fears at my feet today? Will you let me breathe hope anew into your soul's chambers? There is beauty in fragile surrender. To admit vulnerability is to step fully into my embrace, allowing love to mend brokenness. Frequent quiet spaces and listen deeply. I speak to you there, in the soft exhale, the steady heartbeat. I am here, unwavering, infinitely patient. I am the constant truth beneath shifting emotions. If anxiety grips you, remember I hold you more firmly. If doubt paralyzes, I move with you until you walk free again. Your trembling heart is precious, a wellspring of faith destined to overflow with my love. Every moment of fear presents a chance to practice trust, to realize that my faithfulness does not waver with shifting circumstances, but stands eternal and unchanging, sanctifying every part of your being. Let this truth deeply settle within you. You are never abandoned. Your fears do not isolate you. Rather, they draw me closer to you. Your anxiety is an invitation to deeper peace. Your doubt, the first step toward unshakable faith. Do not gaze solely upon the uncertain horizon, but look inward to the sanctuary of your soul where I reside. There, amid the trembling, you will discover a quiet courage born from my everlasting embrace. Do not flee from your fears or bury them beneath the busyness of life. Instead, confront them with me, hand in hand, heart to heart. I am the lamp guiding you through the valley of shadowed thoughts, the voice that sings peace amid chaos. If your heart stirs at this invitation, do not turn away. Bring your fears, your anxieties, your doubts before me now, and drink deeply from the wellspring of my everlasting peace. My dear one, woven into the tapestry of your life, threaded with joy and sorrow, certainty and doubt, lies a sacred space reserved for our intimate connection. This space transcends the noise of the world, hidden beneath layers of distraction and fear. It is a place where your soul meets mine in perfect stillness and truth. In this place, you are wholly seen, fully known, and overwhelmingly loved, not because of your deeds or worthiness, but because of the very essence of my nature poured out for you. Within you is a deep longing for intimacy, a desire for someone who understands your quietest fears and deepest wishes without a single word spoken. My beloved child, this longing is the whisper of your spirit reaching out to me, and I hear it. I have never turned away from the gentle cry of your heart, even when you felt hidden in shadows. I am neither distant nor indifferent. I am your closest companion, your refuge in the storm, the unwavering presence that never falters. I invite you into this sacred communion, where silence speaks louder than words, and presence is the purest gift. When you walk through valleys where loneliness creeps, remember I have already prepared the ground beneath your feet. In those solitary moments when you wonder if anyone cares or if you belong, know that I carry you. I am weaving you into the fabric of my eternal embrace, grafting your spirit into the roots of my love that run deep beneath isolation's facade. The intimacy I offer is not limited by human boundaries. It transcends time and circumstance, reaching into every hidden corner of your being. Here your soul finds rest, and your heart learns to trust again. You may have sought this belonging in others' arms, in applause or fleeting approval, but these are mere shadows of true intimacy. I am the steadfast source where your soul's deepest needs are met. When you turn to me, even in the smallest moments, a whispered prayer, a gaze lifted quietly heavenward, a breath acknowledging my nearness, you step into the everlasting arms of a relationship beyond compare. Here you are, perfectly safe, perfectly cherished, just as you are, my dear child. Intimacy with me is not a reward for perfection or flawless faith. It is a divine invitation extended to every trembling, seeking heart. I remove all pretense at the door of our fellowship. You do not need to hide your brokenness or doubts. Bring them as they are, vulnerable, exposed, raw, and allow me to uphold you. This is the paradox of my love. I embrace you not despite your weaknesses, but within them. For in your fragility, my strength shines most brilliantly. This sacred closeness grows through moments of surrender and trust. When you choose to step away from the chaos and create space for me, your soul begins to breathe freely. You hear the quiet voice beneath the clamor, feel the gentle hand ready to guide your steps. Even when your heart is heavy or burdened with uncertainty, do not turn away. Lean into the presence that never fails. Let it seep into your bones and awaken the dormant hope within you. Sometimes, beloved, the path to intimacy requires patience, a slow peeling back of layers, a gentle unbinding of fears disguised as protection. You may feel unworthy, unprepared, or overwhelmed. But do not let these thoughts keep you from drawing near. The journey to my heart is not about speed or achievement, but about coming as you are and abiding in the reality that I am always with you. This is the promise I hold out to you, a presence that steadies and strengthens, a love that mends and restores. I know the depth of your longing, the ache of separation that can feel unbearable when you walk alone. But listen carefully. There is a whisper amid the stillness calling you deeper into my embrace, inviting you to exchange your burdens for my rest. In this sacred exchange, you are not merely a guest, I have made you my own. You belong to me, and I delight in the sacred dance of our shared life. No matter the seasons or storms you face, this bond is unbreakable, an eternal covenant of love and belonging. My dear one, as you reflect on these truths, turn your heart toward me right now. Reach beyond the tangible, beyond the walls your mind may build, and receive the assurance of my presence. Let this truth settle in you. You are not outside looking in, but within the circle of my infinite love. You have a place at my side, not because of your merit, but because of my mercy. Here, you will find rest for your weary soul and a joy no one can take away. Will you embrace this invitation today? Will you come with all that you carry, joy and pain, hope and doubt, and let me hold you close? Know that I am ready and waiting to unfold you in the intimacy of our shared heart. This is where healing begins, where your identity is affirmed, and where the chaos of the world fades to reveal the unshakable peace only my presence brings. Do not hesitate, beloved. Come and find your place in the shelter of my love. My beloved, within you lies a sacred space where your deepest fears, anxieties, and doubts often find rest. Sometimes quietly, sometimes loudly, as if shaking your very heart. I see this space fully, the trembling, the hesitation like shadows before dawn, the questions swirling like wind through branches. Do not turn away from these restless moments. They do not mark the absence of my presence. Rather, they invite you to know me beyond human reasoning and fragile certainties. The flicker of fear in your heart is not a failure of faith, but an opportunity for me to draw closer and reveal the enduring strength beneath the storm. In the quiet moments when anxiety rises like a restless sea threatening to pull you under, hear my voice above the roar. I am the stillness beneath the chaos. I am the unmovable rock when the ground feels uncertain. Imagine standing on a vast shore where relentless waves crash, yet you do not fall because your feet are firmly planted in my love. These waves are tomorrow's uncertainties, worries, burdens too heavy to bear alone. I have placed you on foundations no storm can shake. This is not mere comfort, it is divine assurance. Fear whispers lies about your worth, your powerlessness, the fragility of the future. But those lies vanish when light dawns. Refuse to yield to these counterfeit voices. Instead, listen closely to the gentle truth I speak. I have not given you a spirit of fear, my dear child, but of courage, strength, and love. Feel that power rise within you as you surrender your fear to me. Like a mighty eagle soaring on the wind, I will lift you above valleys of anxiety, carrying you beyond clouds of doubt. There the air is clear and fresh, a place where faith breathes freely. Know this, your doubt does not estrange you from me. It draws you into a deeper reality where faith is active, not passive. Faith is choosing to trust me when the path ahead disappears into mist. Faith is the steady hand reaching for mine in the darkest night. I am always there, holding your trembling hand. Let your doubts be bridges, not barriers, leading you closer to pure trust. Remember, beloved, stars shine brightest in the darkest skies. Your doubts are the night, and I am the steadfast light in the heavens. Feel the rhythm of my heartbeat in yours. In anxious moments, close your eyes and rest in knowing I am intimately near. No fear can overcome the power of my presence surrounding you like a fortress. Without my love, fear tries to conquer. With my love, fear melts away like mist in the morning sun. I invite you to lay down your burdens. Cast every anxious thought onto me, for I care deeply for you. Will you do this now? Speak honestly to me, and I will respond with boundless peace. Feel the difference surrender brings. The weight of your worries transforms into the lightness only I can give. There will be seasons when silence feels overwhelming and waiting seems endless. These times feed the roots of anxiety. But know this, the stillness prepares your spirit for deeper growth. Like a tree standing bare in winter, you are not abandoned or forgotten. Beneath the surface, roots of trust and faith burrow deep into the soil of my promises. Just as the strongest trees emerge from harsh winters, your faith will be fortified amid trials. Endure patiently, dear one. Expect renewal from me. Let your heart quietly declare, even if I cannot see the full path, I trust you. I long for you to discover freedom beyond fear. Freedom not by removing difficulties, but by anchoring yourself in my unfailing love. When fear visits, greet it with the remembrance of who you are, a precious child held safely in my hands, beloved beyond measure, called to shine with my light even in darkness. Let this truth settle in you. Your heart is ruled not by fear, but by the fearless love I pour into you. Each heartbeat testifies to my commitment. Let this moment be when you breathe deeply of my peace, allowing it to guard your mind and soul. If uncertainty or doubt stirs within you as you read these words, do not turn away. Come closer. Lean into my embrace and trust I am with you through every fear, anxious thought, and restless night. You are never alone on this journey. With every breath, I renew your strength. The dawn will break. The storm will pass. I am here, loving you beyond your fears. Let this reflection be more than words. Make it a living prayer rising from your soul. Surrender all that drags you into worry and cling to me. The peace you seek is not in the absence of trouble, but in the presence of my love that perfectly guards you. Will you believe me this time and let my courage flow through your veins? Trust that in your weakest moments, I am your mighty strength and unshakable refuge. Every fear faced with me becomes a stepping stone to deeper peace. Come now, rest in my arms, and learn to walk in the freedom only I provide. You are mine forever, and fear holds no claim over my beloved. My beloved, when you feel lost, abandoned, or unseen, I am silently weaving a tapestry of unseen threads around your heart. It is in the shadows of solitude, where abandonment threatens to break your spirit, that my presence is most steadfast. Though the world may turn away or the crowd forget the whispers of your soul, I perceive every unspoken longing and tear you dare not shed. I am the divine witness to your silent cries, holding them sacred and responding in ways your eyes have yet to see. Imagine, dear one, a vast desert beneath a scorching sun, the barren stretches that feel void of hope or purpose. This desert is like those times you feel forsaken and unseen. Yet within this desolation, I am preparing a spring. Beneath the silent sand, water flows unseen, nourishing the roots of your hidden life. In your moments of abandonment, know it is not absence, but my sacred, patient cultivation. Like a gardener tending fragile seedlings, I nurture unseen growth within your soul, invisibly strengthening roots destined to bloom. Rejection and isolation may feel like icy winds cutting deep into your spirit, but my warming breath surrounds you, bringing a calm beyond understanding. Even when voices outside grow loud with accusation and neglect, I whisper truths meant to settle your unrest. You are treasured beyond measure. Your worth is not defined by others' recognition, but by the marvel of your creation, the very breath I breathed into you. You bear the seal of my love, an indelible mark no force can erase or overshadow. Hold fast to this truth. Let it anchor you through storms. There is a sacred rhythm in feeling lost. It is a divine invitation to stop striving alone and lean entirely on me amid your confusion and invisibility. I draw you close, inviting you to the secret place where your heart finds rest. Here no shadow escapes my light, no tear falls without being gathered. My presence enfolds you like a cloak, shielding you with steadfast care. Do not fight the silence or solitude as enemies, but receive them as channels for me to meet you deeply, revealing my unfailing constancy. I know the doubts that consume you when you feel unseen. When invisible walls rise around your tender spirit, Understand this. Even when human eyes fail to notice, mine never turn away. The lilies in the field neither labor nor spin, yet I care for them tenderly. So I care for you with boundless devotion. Your unseen struggles and private battles are etched upon my heart. Nothing is hidden from me. You are seen in your brokenness, welcomed fully in your imperfection. Let this truth soak into your soul's deepest soil. You are not alone. You never have been. Consider the stars piercing the night's darkness. Though vastness feels cold and indifferent, every glittering light was placed by my hand, a declaration that brilliance exists even in immense dark. You are one of my stars, designed to shine with a unique light the world desperately needs. Feeling lost or invisible is not your final identity, but a passing moment on the path I guide you along. Trust that I position you like a star in a place where your radiance cannot be extinguished, where your life's impact unfolds with divine brilliance. When abandonment comes, whether by circumstance, fickle relationships, or the coldness of those you hoped would stay, do not let your heart resigned to ache as if it were the final word. I am the unshakable refuge, the presence that never abandons. You are precious in my sight, and I am working for your good behind the scenes. Healing is underway. Restoration is coming. The loneliness you endure now will become a testimony to my relentless faithfulness. Your story is not written on despair's cold pages, but on scrolls illuminated with hope and renewal. Let this revelation permeate your being. Your value is inherent, a gift woven into your very essence. No distance, silence, or neglect can diminish the love I hold for you. Even when you feel ignored, I have engraved your name upon my hands. You carry my image, my breath, and my enduring promise of belonging. I am not a distant God watching passively, but a father who pursues, a friend who stays, a shepherd who leaves 99 to find the one lost lamb. Your place is secure in my heart, no matter the shifting sands beneath your feet. So now, my child, receive this comfort as a peace-filled embrace. Breathe my presence deeply into the weary corners of your soul. Release invisibility and abandonment into my capable hands. Trust me to redraw boundaries around your life and restore the joy and fullness meant for you. I invite your heart to rest in me, find shelter in my love, and awaken to the truth that you are never, ever unseen. Will you believe me this time and allow this truth to become the foundation of your hope and healing? My beloved, as we come to this sacred moment, I desire your heart to grasp the fullness of my unwavering love and eternal presence. I see the thread of your life intricately woven into mine, a tapestry of hope, purpose, and undeniable belonging. No shadow of doubt, no whisper of despair can sever you from my embrace. For you are a cherished child, crafted with divine intention and adorned with my glory. Your identity is not a fragile mold shaped by human judgment or failure, but a radiant reflection of my image, beloved beyond measure and called to a destiny meant only for you. Know that your journey, with its triumphs and trials, is held securely in my hands. When storms batter your soul, remember I am your shelter, the refuge that cannot be shaken. I am the calm voice amid chaos, the light piercing deepest darkness. My purposes for you are good and true, rising like dawn after night's darkest hour. Trust this reality, my dear child. Do not let fleeting shadows cloud your soul's eternal brightness. Your worth is anchored not in deeds, but in who you are to me, my beloved, my masterpiece. When loneliness whispers that you are forgotten or unseen, hear my voice. I have seen every tear, measured every sigh, counted every heartbeat seeking me. You are never alone. My spirit dwells intimately with you, whispering comfort and peace beyond understanding. Even in silence, my presence surrounds you like a garment woven with infinite love and grace. speaking deeply to your soul. Let this truth settle in you and bring a rest the world cannot give, a rest born of knowing you are eternally loved and profoundly known. Your past does not define you, nor does your imperfect present diminish the radiant destiny I have prepared. Forgiveness is not merely a gift, but a transformation, breaking chains of guilt and shame and setting you free to walk boldly into the future I have dreamed for you. My mercy renews each morning, making your path straight and your spirit resilient. Embrace this forgiveness fully and let it heal every fracture within you. As you release burdens not meant to be carried, watch your soul breathe more deeply. Dance more freely in the light of my grace. Child of my heart, surrender is not weakness, but the courageous affirmation that my wisdom surpasses your understanding. When you relinquish control and lay down your plans, you invite me to move powerfully within you. It is in surrender that faith blooms and trust takes root, anchoring you deeply in my steadfast love. Will you believe me this time? Will you open your hands and heart fully to receive the blessings and challenges I send to refine and shape you in my likeness? Remember, every longing, every ache born from waiting is noticed. Divine timing is perfect, even when hidden from sight. Know that I orchestrate the intricate details of your life with infinite care. I am faithful to bring every good thing to fulfillment at the exact moment it is needed most. Patience with me is trust, an affirmation that your soul rests in my hands, believing I work all things together for your good. Lean into this truth and let it sustain you when waiting is hard and silence loud. Your purpose, beloved, is not vague or distant. It pulses within you, waiting to awaken through obedience and love. I have called you by name, choosing you for remarkable works only you can fulfill. Sometimes the path seems hidden, but the light I give you, whether a whisper of hope, a gentle nudge, or clear direction, is never misleading. Walk by this light confidently, knowing each step draws you deeper into the destiny I have fashioned for you alone. Reflect often on this calling and rejoice that your life matters profoundly. As you draw near to me, your intimacy deepens, a sacred dance of two hearts entwined in unconditional love. This communion nourishes your soul, refreshes your spirit, and restores your strength. I am not distant, but a loving companion longing to share every moment with you. Let your heart find rest in my presence, where true belonging is found, and your soul's deepest desires meet overflowing grace. Open yourself daily to this closeness, and watch how love transforms fear into faith, doubt into certainty, and despair into joy. Step forward, fortified by my promises, held by my everlasting arms. You are my beloved, treasured forever in my love. You belong to me, not by chance but by divine declaration, an unbreakable covenant. As you fully embrace this identity, life's battles lose their sting, and your steps are guided by light and purpose. Let this be the foundation where your soul stands unshakably, confident and radiant. Will you carry this message within, spreading my love as a beacon of hope? Will you allow this truth to transform your heart and inspire your journey? My beloved, if your heart was stirred by what you've heard today, don't let this be the end. Let it be the beginning of a deeper walk, a gentler healing, a renewed hope. Every message on this channel is more than just encouragement. It's a divine invitation back into the arms of the one who never leaves, never forgets, never stops loving you. So before you go, make this moment sacred. Subscribe if you haven't already, because your soul deserves reminders of truth and love regularly. Turn on the bell so you never miss a whisper meant for you. And most of all, share this message with someone who might be silently struggling, because miracles often arrive through the kindness we extend. This space is a sanctuary for your spirit, and trust me, your journey, your healing, your miracle, it's just beginning. Come back anytime. We're waiting for you. With love, truth, and open arms. Amen.